Hello. I told you guys 2 weeks ago that I was going to be doing a Q&A and I asked you for questions and I filmed the whole video the same night that I asked, but I used my phone and it wouldn't come off of there, so we're gonna try filming it again. So I've got everything all pulled up right here, got all the questions. I'm gonna go through them again as quickly as I can because I do not want this to be like 20 minutes long. Before we get into the whole video thing, I did want to say that I am going to make a second channel for things like this because there are also people asking me to like do vlogs and all that stuff. My life isn't that interesting, but I'll do vlogs, but I don't think I want to put them on this channel because a lot of people just signed up for like the edit things, and you know what, that's cool. Anyway, moving on. First questions we have from Marvelholic. The first question is, how old are you? I am 19. What do you edit with? DaVinci Resolve is what I use. It's free. You can just download it straight onto your laptop and it works pretty fine. How did I blow up and what was my reaction? I have literally no idea how I blew up. That Draco video kind of just did numbers and I don't know how. It was up for like maybe 2 months before a bunch of people started like getting it in their recommendations. I think part of what it could have been is like lockdown and everyone's just on YouTube, and I got lucky. I did not expect anything like this. I expected like maybe like, I don't know, my friends who I forced to watch the video, and that's about it. And then all these people kept showing up and I was like, all right, well, I'll make another one. And then I made another one and then more people kept coming, and now I'm answering questions that you guys have for me, you know, it's like that. So we joke about it a lot. My friends say that I should make merch and it would just be a little Fruit Loop on it, because I'm Fruit Loop. Haha, isn't that clever? Oh my gosh. My favorite Harry Potter character is Ron. And have I watched Stranger Things or Outer Banks? I watched season 1 of Stranger Things. It was alright, but I didn't come back for any of the later seasons. And then I watched the first episode of Outer Banks. Isn't closed. I watched the first episode of Outer Banks at my friend's house, but I didn't want to keep watching it until I finished Avatar, which I only have 7 episodes left of Avatar, so I will be starting Outer Banks soon. Thank you for your questions. I have no idea how to pronounce this name, but I'll put it here. I'll find a way to put it here. What kind of music do you listen to? I listen to musicals. Also like 70s and 80s rock and roll, kind of, and then early 2000s alternative type stuff. I think a lot of my normal music that's not musicals, it's just like Dean Winchester vibes, a little bit. I have a playlist. It's linked down below if you want to listen to it, but don't feel obligated to. It's linked down below. It's on Apple Music. If people want it, I'll put it on Spotify, but I don't know if anyone will. Do I sleep with a duck? No, I don't, but I do sleep with this seal. So, Kaylee K says, you're so sweet. Thank you. Oh my god. How did I get into Harry Potter? This is a funny story to me. I don't know if it's funny to anyone else. I refused to read Harry Potter for a really long time because I thought the name Harry Potter was dumb. It's the same reason why I wouldn't read Percy Jackson, because honestly, what type of name is Percy? I ended up being coerced into reading Percy Jackson in middle school and I loved it. Then I got to high school and one of my friends hadn't read Percy Jackson. I was like, what? You have to read it. And she's like, but you haven't read Harry Potter and you have to read that. So I read Harry Potter so she would read Percy Jackson, and I read the first book and literally could not put it down. It was so good. I finished all of the books in like 3 weeks. Oh, so good. I got into Harry Potter because I wanted someone else to read Percy Jackson. Hi, what did you eat for breakfast? I ate a bag of popcorn. Hey, I love your videos. Thank you. But my question is, what is your favorite Harry Potter movie? I love them all, can't be the answer, by the way, pick one. My favorite Harry Potter movie is Half-Blood Prince because I love Alan Rickman, and I love watching Alan Rickman act, and I think that's the one where he has the most screen time. Maybe I just associate it with him, but I really like that one because Alan Rickman. Who is my favorite actor? I love Tom Holland a lot. Funny story, haha, story time. This is so embarrassing. Tom Holland was in the UK, in a completely different country, other side of the earth, right? My man's put on a story something about how he was like out, he was getting drinks and he was lonely, he was like slightly tipsy, and he's like, if anyone's in this area, like hit me up, I'm opening up my DMs and we can get drinks together. So 16-year-old me decided I'm gonna DM Tom Holland. I'm so bold. I type with my own thumbs, hey Tom, it's me, your future wife, gang gang, wanna get drinks? I let it sit in his DMs and fester for a few hours before I came to my senses and I unsent it. He never opened it, so he doesn't know, but I do, and it haunts me every single day. And if Tom Holland ever sees this video, I'll throw up. Moving on. Can I have some pumpkin juice? You may, Jammer Jake 2005. Here's your pumpkin juice. Favorite movie / book. In Harry Potter, my favorite movie is Half-Blood Prince, like I said before. My favorite book is Prisoner of Azkaban. Do I have any siblings? I do. I have one brother who is a rat. Favorite Harry Potter character? Ron. Opinion on Cursed Child. Cursed Child and I have a love-hate relationship. I do not like Albus. I don't like that Harry. The whole Time Turner thing, I don't think that's how Time Turners work. Also, Cedric being a Death Eater. Voldemort having a child. But I love Scorpius. Also Draco finally getting some redemption. The thing that makes me the most upset is the whole Time Turner thing. Well, it's not the thing that makes me the most upset is how Harry said to Albus, there are times that I wish you weren't my son, because Harry James Potter would never ever ever say that. Ever. Do I still want to see it? Absolutely. Do I still want to be in it? More than anything in the world. I love magic, and seeing it on stage is like the coolest thing ever. Have I seen it? No, but I have seen the trailer multiple times, and I think it's the coolest thing. Moving on. My favorite character from Fantastic Beasts is Newt himself. He's such a sweetie. I adore him. What's my favorite song? My favorite song is Art Exhibit by Young the Giant. Where am I from? I am from South Carolina. I'm from America. Who is my favorite Hogwarts teacher? I hate this question. It's so hard for me to answer. I don't know. I adore Snape. I have Snape's wand. It's right there inside that little box. I love Lupin, and don't even get me started on McGonagall, because that woman could literally step on me. She is amazing. I really don't know who my favorite Hogwarts professor is. For the sake of right now, I think I'm going to go with Lupin, but if I ever do another Q&A, I promise you it's going to be someone different, but right now it's Lupin. What do you think about J.K. Rowling these days? Rowling? I just remember it came out how to actually pronounce her name, and I didn't care enough to learn it, and now she's being an awful person, so I haven't been keeping up with it. The last thing I saw was that she called, essentially saying that trans women aren't women, trans men aren't men, and that there's only male and female, and that's all you could be. I think that's awful and just so ignorant. Whenever she was like, oh, what is that, a woman? Girl, bye. Trans women are women, trans men are men. If you're non-binary, then you're non-binary. If you're gender fluid, then you're gender fluid. I don't care what you are, just be yourself. It does not affect her what other people are doing. Just, I don't get it. She disgusts me. Moving on. Do I like country music? No, but I am legally obligated to roll down the windows and blast the volume whenever I hear Cruise by Florida Georgia Line. Orange juice or lemonade? Orange juice. Lemonade it's too sour. Your channel is awesome and so are you. Thanks for making those videos. Love and support from Turkey. Thank you. Lucius or Snape? Lucius. I'm sure later on I will have a different answer, just like the Hogwarts professors. What Hogwarts house are you in? Slytherin. When did I start watching Harry Potter? As soon as I finished reading the books in my freshman year. What's my Patronus? My Patronus is an Akame, which is very, very rare. So whenever I got it, oh my gosh, I almost died. I thought it was the coolest thing. Mine is an Akame. It's one of Newt's little beasts. And I think that's sick. What is your favorite character other than the Golden Trio? Dean Thomas. I adore Dean Thomas. So what would be your wizarding job? I would be the potions master at Hogwarts. I would teach potions. I love I think it's so cool. Snape and Slughorn, after they're gone, I would be the one to take over the post. I would be carrying on the Slytherin legacy, but I wouldn't be playing favoritism like someone we know. Anyway, hi, I love your videos. Thank you. They always make me smile. I'm so glad. What ships do you like? I personally tend to stay away from ships. Molly and Arthur, of course, but like other than that, there's nothing that I'm like super into. But yeah, who is my favorite character? Ron. My Hogwarts house is Slytherin, and you're not too late. Here's an interesting one. If you could be a character from Harry Potter, which one would you be? Oh gosh, I don't know. All of them have had it like super rough. I think I would want to be Hermione out of anyone because I've related to her the most. She does have unruly hair, which my hair does tend to get quite big whenever I try to do anything with it. She's very smart, really good marks. At one point I got all of my stuff from Pottermore and I had all the same things as Hermione. And yes, that means that I was in Gryffindor, but I am not. If you knew me, I am the furthest thing from a Gryffindor ever. Moving on. Hermione, I think, because she's clever and she's a baddie and I adore her. My favorite Harry Potter conspiracy theory, I think one of my favorite ones is that Dumbledore is death because he had all of the Deathly Hallows at one point. I think that's super interesting. So I'm gonna say that Dumbledore is death himself. My favorite subject at Hogwarts is potions. I love potions. I think they're fascinating. Do I have a crush on Ginny Weasley? No, I can't say that I do. I apologize. What are your views on J.K. Rowling right now? I'm over her. I want her to leave. I wish she wasn't so ignorant. How are me and my brother? We are okay. Thank you for asking. What do I do to pass the time in quarantine? I have been watching Avatar. I love it. I love Zuko. I am in love with Zuko. I have been since I was little, but like, I love Zuko. I'm rewatching Attack on Titan. I've been rereading Harry Potter. Thought about rewriting the series because J.K. Rowling is done, and this time with more inclusivity. Yeah, I've been reading, I've been watching things, I've been trying to write a musical. What was your reaction when you saw how big your channel had gotten? Okay, well, it wasn't something that happened like completely overnight, but I definitely remember a point in time where like the Draco Malfoy video, the first one that I posted, it was getting like 1,000 views a day, and I was like, what the heck is going on? Because I was so shocked, I was so surprised. And frankly, quite a little bit scared. I was not expecting to have people waiting for me to upload content, and now I do. So thank you, but also it's frightening. Your videos are amazing. Stay happy, healthy, and safe. Thank you. I hope you stay happy and healthy and safe. Amelia asked, I need friends, wanna be one? Yes. Girl, pull up. Let's be friends. I mean this. Let's be friends. Follow me on Instagram. We'll DM. Do I have skin? No. If the Polyjuice potion is meant to change your physical form, then why did Barty Crouch Jr. sound like Alistair Moody? Polyjuice potion, it changes everything. It changes the way you sound too. I think in the movies, the reason why it sounded like Ron and Harry and Barty Crouch was because they didn't want it to be confusing for the audience, but in the book it explicitly states that when Ron turns into Crabbe or Goyle, I can't remember which one, he sounds like him, so it changes your voice. I have 3 questions. Would you consider YouTube as a full-time job? I would love for it to be, but I make absolutely no money off of this. Everything is demonetized because I'm using copyrighted content, which I understand, I get that, but like, getting a few dollars would be nice, wouldn't it? No, I don't consider it a full-time job. Maybe one day it will be. We'll see. What music do you listen to? Like I said, I listen to musicals and like rock and roll stuff. I recently got back into K-pop, which is very fun. I've been away from that for a hot minute, but now I'm back, baby. What's your favorite Harry Potter ship? I don't have one, but I think I'm gonna say Molly and Arthur because you cannot tell me that the Weasleys are not the perfect family. Which death did I cry most about? Ciao. I think the one that I cried hardest over was probably Lupin. No, Sirius. Sirius Black's death literally killed me. Literally, oh my gosh. Oh my god, like... Could you please tell us your Harry Potter story? Like, how'd you get into Harry Potter? Did you read the books or watch the movies first? Those kinds of questions. That would be super fun. I love your channel so much. The name itself is super cute. I really hope you see this. I saw it. Also, thank you. I read the books first. I read them all in 3 weeks, and then I watched the movies, and then I just wanted more content, and then they gave me The Cursed Child. So, hey, I love you so much. Oh, thank you. I love you too. Your channel name was perfect. Thank you. I have a few questions. Harry or Draco? Harry. I love Draco, don't get me wrong. Right now, I'm going to say Harry. Why Fruit Loop? Girl, I don't know. Sometimes I want to come up with a username that's unique to itself, and then my brain just does a thing, and then I'm Fruit Loop. Who is most likely, in your opinion, to become a Death Eater, Ron or Hermione? Probably Ron, because Hermione is Muggle-born, which is what the Death Eaters hate. So I think that if anyone was going to do it, it would be the pureblood, who is Ron. Though I don't think any of them would be Death Eaters. How'd you get into the Harry Potter fandom? I read the books my freshman year, and I was late to the party. I got here after all the movies were out, obviously after all the books were out. So like, I don't know all the jokes, and I don't know all the secrets, but I am a stan. Does that make sense? I don't know. Anyway, I answered all of your questions. Please be careful when you hit the roof. I've already answered your first 3 questions, so I'm going to go ahead and skip to the 4th one. And that is, if you were at Hogwarts, who would be your circle of friends? Here's the thing. I'm in Slytherin, right? I know that nobody likes the Slytherins because we're evil, but I don't think I would be friends with Draco. I think he would probably get on my nerves. And I know for a fact I would hate Hermione if I went to school with her because, oh my gosh, she's so smart and so perfect at everything, and it would just drive me crazy. Maybe I'm just saying this, but I think I'd be friends with Dean and Seamus. Might hang out with Fred and George from time to time, but not too often. I don't think I would be part of the Golden Trio, obviously, because Hermione would get on my nerves, and I think Ron would just kind of not like me because I'm in Slytherin, and then Harry and I feel like we'd get along, but I don't think we'd be friends. Dean and Seamus would be the main squeezes. Quidditch Coco says, am I your best friend? Yes, I love you. I stan you all the time. You're my favorite. And subscribe to Quidditch Coco. This is a threat. Luna Lovegood. What random questions? What's your favorite canon ship? Molly and Arthur. And then non-canon. I'm gonna say Harry and Luna. My favorite Marauder is, oh gosh, I don't know. Lupin, because you know what? Sirius was kind of a jerk. Would you rather have sherbet lemon with Dumbledore or have biscuits with McGonagall? I would rather have biscuits with McGonagall because I love her more than anything. Would you like it if Draco changed to the good side, or do you like it as it is? I wish more than anything that Draco had his redemption arc. He was just a victim being strung along. He was a child. He was no different than Harry. He was just being coerced on the wrong side. Draco should have had the redemption to the good side. Maybe when I rewrite the series, he will. So Lainey, I'm going to only answer your second question because I've already answered the other 2. But my top 5 Harry Potter characters: Ron, Dean, Molly, Snape, and McGonagall. If I could be part of any Harry Potter family, which one would it be? The Blacks. I know they're problematic. I don't think like the Blacks, all of my friends say that I'm the most like serious, and by all of them I mean all 2. I would love to be a Black, even though my whole family sucks except for Sirius, and honestly Narcissa and Andromeda. Bellatrix is a baddie. Say what you want, but she's one of the baddest characters that I've ever met. I would love to be related to her. Maybe that sounds awful, but hey, I want to be a Black. My blood status, I am a pure blood. Love your videos, by the way. Thank you. Describe Snape. Greasy, mean, sad, smart. I think that about covers it. Anna has some questions. What's my favorite movie genre? It is horror movies. I love horror movies. My favorite movie right now is Scream, and I love it. Have you listened to Broadway musicals? And if you have, which ones? I love Broadway musicals. I've listened to Hadestown, Beetlejuice, Hamilton, Dear Evan Hansen, Legally Blonde, Phantom of the Opera. I love Phantom of the Opera. Love Never Dies. Once on This Island, Natasha Pierre and the Great Comet of 1812 is so good. Wicked. Hunchback of Notre Dame, that wasn't on Broadway, but it's a really good musical. Also Carrie, it's not on Broadway, but it's a really good musical. Those are the ones that I can just think of off the top of my head. Those are all really good. I suggest all of them if you like musicals. They slap. Also, Bring It On the musical. Anyway, moving on. Celebrity crushes. Tom Holland, honestly. I love Tom Holland so much. My life's ambition is to meet him. Harry Potter crushes. Harry, Dean Thomas, Oh, George Weasley. Oh my gosh. What caused me to start my channel? I was bored and I decided to edit a video making fun of Draco, and then it got traction. Why are we still here? Just to suffer? Yeah, you know, I ask myself that question every day. I don't know. Supreme Leader Rin, every flavor beans or chocolate frogs. Oh my gosh, I don't know. Probably the beans, because I'm not a big fan of chocolate, but I'm also very afraid of the beans. I had them once. I had a vomit flavored one and I started dry heaving. Isn't that cute? Is there something you don't like about the movies? The scene that I kind of missed the most was in Deathly Hallows. When Lupin comes to the house and asks Harry to be Teddy's godfather, I missed that scene. Just scenes that, you know, they didn't have time for, but would have been nice to be put in. Oh, thank you for loving my content, and thank you for saying that I'm not awkward. That means a lot. Hermione or Hermione? Hermione. Snape, ye or not? Ye. Richard Harris or Michael Gambon? Richard Harris. Harry Potter or Fantastic Beasts? Harry Potter. Do you like Doctor Who? I watched it for a little bit in middle school, but I didn't get super into it. I might try to again. Who knows? What do you do in your free time? A lot of TikTok. That's about it. Do you have any books, movies, shows, or something else to recommend? Yes, I do. Thank you for asking. I read a book in middle school that was so good. It's called Then I Met My Sister. I found it. This book right here. It is by Christine Hurley Deriso. It's about this girl who found, I think, her sister's diary, and she was reading it, and then she thinks that her death was a bit more mysterious, and it's just her getting to know her sister after her death, and it's so good. I literally read it all in a day, and then I wouldn't shut up about it for weeks. I don't really remember much of what happened because I consumed it so fast, but this is one of my favorite books ever. Also, if you like things that are a bit like older, I recommend Phantom of the Opera by Gaston Leroux. So good, translated from French, so then you seem smarter than what you actually are. You sound like a very well-read person whenever you're like, oh yes, I do read Leroux. Movies, the Scream series. It literally just makes fun of all of the old horror movies, and I find that so funny. It's so self-aware. Oh my gosh, it's so good. But if you don't like horror movies, then just Marvel movies are really good. My personal favorite right now is Far From Home, because Mysterio is one of the best villains that I've ever seen. Or Venom. Venom slaps. Shows, Avatar. Haikyuu kind of slaps, but I think that's kind of gaining traction right now also, but I love Haikyuu. That's what I recommend. Scream, Then I Met My Sister, Phantom of the Opera, or Avatar, or Haikyuu. Edit OMG, I forgot to say how much of a fan I am. I will love and support you always. Snape Association. T, oh my gosh, thank you. Do you play an instrument? I sing, and I sometimes play that, but I'm not very good at playing the piano. What's my favorite food? I love spaghetti with copious amounts of Parmesan cheese. Do you like the books or the movies? I prefer the books. I already answered the rest of your questions. Thank you for your questions, though. Sirius or Remus? Oh boy, Remus. Snilly or Jilly? I don't really like either of them because James is a jerk and Snape called her a mudblood, so I really don't know where I stand. I'll say Jilly because without that we wouldn't have had Harry. I think I've answered most of them. I'm not gonna lie, I did skip over a lot of the shipping questions because I'm very scared and I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. Granted, you are allowed to ship who you want to ship. I'm not saying that you can, but I just don't want people to like come for me for not shipping what they ship. You feel me? Anyway, thank you for watching this video, and thank you for your questions. Be sure to check out the description because I got some links down there. Petitions to sign for the Black Lives Matter movement, things to help trans people, also things that are just purely selfish for me. If you want to follow me on Instagram, if you want to follow me on Twitter, also for my second channel, and then also for that playlist that I mentioned before. Alright, so thanks for watching this video, and I'll try to upload it as soon as I can. I'm filming this on June 2nd. So, okay, bye.